Hi Warwick, I hope you're all doing well. First topic I'd like to tackle today, you may have seen media reports or social media reports of a fire truck being used for personal use. That is true. The fire truck was used inappropriately against fire department policy. The firefighters on the truck did follow procedure asking their superior. Their superior gave permission for it and he should not have. The superior is a fine firefighter, he has an unblemished record. The chief has investigated and appropriate disciplinary action will be taken. That cannot be discussed. We cannot discuss things of that nature, personnel matters. We don't condone it. It's not going to happen again. The policy has been reviewed with everyone. Last week I had a meeting with other municipal leaders up at the Rhode Island Resource Recovery. Tipping fees, dump fees are going up for each municipality. They've tried to extend the life of the landfill. Of just a few years ago, they had anticipated it was going to last 6 more years. They've got to extend that by 20 years by a couple of different methods. One of them was they've raised the rates dramatically on commercial dumping. And that has made haulers seek other venues, other places to dump. So the volume has gone down and landfill's not growing as it was. But they've lost revenue. They have raised the rates, but they are increasing our tipping fees. Our tipping fees is how much we get to dump. Now, one important thing, how important recycling is, we do not pay to dump recycling. But when loads are contaminated, there is a certain amount of garbage in the recycling, we not only pay a dump fee, we have to pay a fine. It could cost tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. That's why it's very important that you follow all the instructions on how to properly recycle. I've talked to other mayors. We do our own trash collection here. I've talked to other mayors that have private haulers, and they're getting many, many contaminated loads. We don't get that many. And that's because private haulers simply really don't care. They don't take the care that we do. So it's costing the other city and towns a lot of money, and some of them said that they're looking at privatizing at least the recycling part of their collection. There are many advantages to us doing it ourselves. We have a pool of drivers and workers for storms, for emergencies, things of that nature, and we share the services. We're able to pick up heavy rubbish and yard waste for free. Other municipalities charge the residents for that. So it's a really good deal the way we do it. We're still looking to save money in other areas. We're looking at now, we've gone out to design for a transfer station. This would save us an enormous amount of money because we wouldn't be running trucks up to the Johnson landfill twice a day to empty. We'd be doing it here, and we could control the management of the recycling to trash ratio. So we're looking forward to that. Also, while we're on that topic, we're just about to put the last new truck that we've bought on the road. It's about to enter the fleet. We've really enhanced our fleet the last 2 years. Overtime is way down. We're getting it all picked up. We're still making adjustments. We have some more trucks at GPS. We were waiting till the new ones came in, and we're looking at our routes. It's still frustrating that sometimes we'll miss a half a road or a road. We're looking at a way for a system of redundancy and just to get it done more efficiently. We go back out and pick it up, but you shouldn't be inconvenienced that way. When you put your trash out that day, it should be picked up that day. So as I said, we're working on it. I just want to talk about paving for a minute. In the last 2 years, we've paved more city streets than probably any time in the city's history. We've used American Rescue Plan funds for it. We've used money from the $10 million bond that was passed a couple of years ago, and we also Rhode Island Energy, which used to be National Grid. They've done a tremendous amount of utility work, not on main roads like West Shore Road, that's not ours, but in neighborhoods. And when they do it, they're required to repave the street. They pay us to do it. So we had actually 4 contractors paving all summer long. The one problem was the striping of putting the lines on the roads. That's not something we do. It's not something the paving companies do. We went out to bid for it, and we have to go kind of late in the season because we can't anticipate exactly how many roads we're going to need done, and that needs to be part of the bid. The company that won the bid just kept giving us delay after delay, excuse after excuse, and they just weren't getting it done. It reached the point when I had to fire them, and we had to hire another company. They got out there and they've been doing it, but it took so long. It shouldn't have went that long without lines in the streets. And also, we can't do them just one at a time. There has to be a group of them. So we had to wait for templates for crosswalks, things like that. But it's getting done, and we're going to try to find a better method for that next year. And certainly, we're never going to use that company again. Well, that's it for this week, Warwick. Keep your fingers crossed, no snow, because that costs a lot of money. I know some people enjoy the winter weather and snow, but I prefer the rain because we don't have to plow that. We'll see you next week.